Hello Cancer, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now this is a bonus read and it's a two-part read, so this part will be for you, the other part will be for your person of interest, and they come in two separate videos. But you got the bonus read because you're the highest viewed, and I also picked 3 others resulting in 4 bonus reads, okay, which is 8 videos. So it's a 2-part video series, and this video series is called Where Do We Stand? So it's a Where Do We Stand spread, okay? So let's get into it. I don't want them to be too long, and they run pretty long knowing me. Okay, so you have love, and you have the door to, okay, sorry, this is how you see yourself. So you have love, you have the door to personal healing and happiness reversed, you have nothing is yet set in stone, the mutable moon, you have honor the masculine, you have grief, and you have the lady. Okay, so before we get started, let's read the opening guidance. It says 18, mystery. It says, a shaman can teach you about power. A magician can train you to become strong in spirit and competent in your endeavors in life. But to describe how a miracle happens, or how you become, or how you come to be a powerful magician, is to try to explain the mystery. You can talk around the secrets of power, but if you describe them directly, you lose that power and destroy the mystery. Welcome the mystery and allow the miracle of existence to emerge from the darkness to transform you. Okay? Sorry. So I guess we could put that there. Now for love, it says, my child, a wondrous one, it is time to celebrate because love is calling to you. Open your heart and receive my blessings. It says, choosing this symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is in your life right now. There is a responsibility to this also. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force too, and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. No matter where you are in life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Trust in love. Now, number 34, the door to personal healing and happiness reversed. It says, you may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard to achieve right now, or specific plans for personal changes may be being blocked. Remember that your intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. Whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are capable of achieving it, and that you deserve it. Put your heart into the plans and changes you desire and realize that you are worth your own time and effort. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination. Okay, so as we can see here, it's like, to me, looking at the spread, you're at a time right now where you're really wanting love, or you're feeling as though you're in love, but this love is blocking healing. So to me, it can't be a real love, because real love heals. You know, it heals with tender compassion. So to me, this can't be a real love, right? Because you have nothing is yet set in stone. So maybe you're in a situationship with someone, you know, and this person is requiring a lot of honor from you. You know, a lot that you should respect men, and you're putting your feelings before, you're putting that person's feelings before your own. You know, and it's causing a lot of grief. And this also deals with the heart chakra. So this heart chakra is telling you to feel whatever you're feeling, just as this card speaks to. You know, so it's telling you that you need to open up your heart chakra. So if you're filled with sorrow and grief because of this situation that you're contemplating about, then you need to feel this. You know, you need to cry the tears, mourn whatever this was, or is, and let it go so that you can turn this card upright. Okay? Now, the next question that I asked is how you see your person of interest. Sorry. So you see them as someone who is very studious, like someone who thinks a lot, someone who is very learned, you know, someone who always is one step ahead of everything, you know, but you do see that a good portion of the time that there's adjustments that need requiring, right? Because you see them also as someone who's reclaiming their authenticity. So if they were showing you a side of them to make you believe that they were more like you in some kind of way, they're not doing that anymore. You know, they're beginning to show you the real them. You know, because at some point or some way they've had a different perception change. And you view them as someone who's very lucky, you know, someone who gets what they want. Could even view them as somebody who's like a magician, who's actually the one showing you a way to power. What are these just adjustments that need required for the POI? I won't be clarifying every card, just certain ones, okay? What are these adjustments that need required for the POI? What are the adjustments that need requiring for Cancer's POI? Okay, yeah. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing that the adjustments that need required is how they offer love. You know, like it seems like they come more with sex and hold back their love for themselves. Okay? The next question I ask is how you see the relationship. There goes the Magician again. Oh, okay. So the Magician in the Mirror speaks of making it whatever you guys want to, you know, because you have the power to do that. But what I got from this card is that you guys can make it a heaven or a hell if you choose to. You know, but you're seeing that more love needs to be brought into the situation, because at both points right here, you have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, and you have the Heart, which speaks of lifelong partners, a commitment, you know, someone that you truly love. So you're really hoping that this relationship can grow into a part where you guys are together forever, you know, each one taking care of the next one's heart. But it's a very burdensome relationship because it comes with a lot of baggage. And it's like you're holding on to it because you find it as valuable. But what I like to point out in this card is that the dolphins are swimming behind her and she's not noticing. So to me, the dolphins represent the higher wisdom and knowledge that we have access to, you know, but you're not seeing that. So you're holding on to this burdensome relationship because you're seeing that one day maybe you guys can get the heaven out of it that you're looking for. But it's a repetitive cycle of death and rebirth. So you guys have a lot of highs and a lot of lows. Okay. What you're expecting? Okay. Wow. Okay, Cancer. So it seems like you're trying to come up with a strategy that's going to lead you to all your wish fulfillment, to, you know, to an abundance that you're really expecting to come into your life. You know, so you're really trying to come up with a plan. But what this tells you is that your dreams need a practical plan. You know, because if you can figure out this strategy to put your dreams into practical motion, you can get rapid development out there that will lead to excellence and success. You know, and your journey will come with a lot of gratitude. You know, but what's going to happen though is this is a tower moment. And I see that there's crosses here. So, and it's above your house. So it's like maybe you're in financial constraints right now, you know, because you're looking for some way to help with the finances for the home, because this is about stability. This is about longevity. You know, this is about peaceful. I mean, it's the home. It's, you know, king of the castle, but there's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of crosses to bear within this home, and I don't think that you're getting the gratitude that you really want out of this. Okay, so let's see why is Atlantis here for Cancers? Yeah, see, a page of opportunity. So it's good news about financial matters. You're needing to do something more challenging, you know, maybe go back to school. Maybe that's what's gonna allow you to get to this cornucopia, is a new area of study. Tell me more about this Atlantis and the Page of Earth. Tell me more. Thank you. Yeah, see, exactly. You're undecided. You're unable to come up with a strategy, but you just know that you want this money. Right? Let's figure out what is this cross is. What is the cross here for? Why is the cross here for Cancer's home? Yeah. There's going to need to be a lot of healing. Okay, so you're going to need to do a lot of healing in order to get this home back in the right position, right? Because there's a lot of strength that's going to be needed. Yeah. All right, let's see what your outcome is going to be. Okay, so we have attachment, the goddess of the moon. You have, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. You have believe in the impossible. You have falling in love, kissing the divine in another or in yourself. And you have the wishing well. Okay. So what that attachment card speaks of, and you see, if she's wearing she's looking at the mask that she wears so that she can remain in this attachment, right? But if you're looking where she's chained to, she's chained to something that is stagnant, something that is void of life. You know, there's no sunshine here. There's no warmth. It looks very cold and dank. You know, there's algae growing on the wall, like fungus, and there's spider webs everywhere. But one thing you got to remember is that the spiders remind us that of the infinite possibilities that we do have, and that we can create heaven or hell, just as your cards were saying earlier, right? But it's telling you, instead of staying attached into something that is lifeless, look at the bigger picture. With the full moon in Sagittarius, it's telling you to be careful of where you're aiming your arrow. And your card is here because I view this as the water signs cards, the goddess of the moon. So it's telling you, again, follow your intuition. Take that inner guidance that was available to you here. You know, this is you trusting your intuition. This is your intuition being alivened within you so that you can believe in the impossible. You know, that you can see the divine in yourself. Because right now it seems like you're crawling back into your shell and you're doing a lot of wishing. But one thing about this wishing well is that the more you spend time looking into it, what you're going to realize, the only person who's going to look back is you. So you are the person who's going to give you what you want. Why is this attachment card here for Cancers, please? Why is this attachment card here for Cancers? Thank you. Yeah. So maybe you're attached to something because you feel like it nurtures you. You feel like within it would be where you would get your foundation. Can you elaborate on the Queen of Earth and the attachment card? Or maybe you're just attached to it because it provides the finances that you need right now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, see? You're sitting here attached to this lifeless situation that offers you no growth. And you're sitting here waiting on your ships to come in for you to end up being a queen of earth within it. But it's lifeless. There's no growth here. You know, and it looks as though she's going to be as cold as this mask in a few. Like all her warmth, all her joy, all her abundance is being drained from her. But it's telling you that maybe you should walk away. You know, you have a desire to move on and search for something more meaningful than to just stay here attached, but you haven't decided to do that because you're not willing to look at the bigger picture just yet. Why is this falling in love here for Cancers? Why is this falling in love here for Cancers? Yeah, so you're wanting 10 of water. Yeah, you're wanting balance. You know, and maybe this is with a Temperance you're looking towards, or maybe you'll be falling in love with a Sagittarius. But, you know, what's the outcome with this falling in love, 10 of water, and balance? Because I see this isolation card, and that just makes me feel, yeah, but you're not receiving any messages from this person. Okay. What is this isolation card for? Why is the isolation card here for Cancers? Yeah. So whatever happened, you received a message that made you wanted to crawl back into your shell. Even though you are being invited out, even though, you know, you have the opportunity to go out. Or maybe it's because of what's going on in the world, really, you know. But again, these cards were pulled earlier, right? What is this truth that made Cancer wanted to go back into their shell? What is this truth? Okay, so you received some messages, some truth about either a child or children, or you received truth about someone from your past that you were very nostalgic over. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it has to be a relationship, right? Because the Queen of Earth is here where you're waiting to be, but it's advisable that you should walk away from the wait, you know, and let go of the attachment, right? And you received some truth from this King of Earth. Do you want to go any further in elaborating on why Cancers are going back into their shell? Ooh. Okay. It all came out. Listen, if you're not dealing with an air sign, and I know the King of Earth is here, but these are all swords cards, right? So you received some truth that made you had to rest in isolation because you realized that you had made unwise choices and you need to learn from the situation and you needed to review everyone's motives because someone rushed in on their horse really fast and they delivered truth without tact. They didn't care. You know, you're seeing the truth of the situation and it's making you realize now that you need to take a leap of faith and start out on your own and go look for this 10 of Cups that you're looking for. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Cancer before we go? So 7 cards, please. 7 and 1/4. Yeah. Anything else, please? 5 more cards. More cards, please. Yeah. 2 more cards. One more card, please. One more card, please. Thank you. Okay. So you've been in a lot of confusion, you know, and maybe you thought it was necessary for you to spy on someone because, you know, you had some challenging information, delays, change of plan, truth was delivered without tact. So this person was really reckless with their mouth, as we can see over here. Right? And it had you starting to think about going on a new path because you started thinking about all the opportunities that you've missed over here while you stayed attached to this lover that was not really your lover, as we saw in the first couple spreads, right? So once you decide to move away, you're going to get the sun in your life and you're not going to be seeking an opportunity from this person anymore. Right? Because you have the 9 of fire, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. You know, to move away from this Knight of fire, the in and out type person who just comes in your life for sex or whatever, they can get out the situation, but leaves you feeling betrayed and backstabbed. Right? So now the wheel is willing to change, but you're going to have to speak up and realize that you need the healing, and the only way you could do that is by having the strength to release this relationship and to look at things from a different perspective. Look at all these major arcanas at the bottom of the deck. Like, really. Look. You know? We have the Star. We have the Death card. We have the Strength. We have Awakening. We have the Justice. And we have the Chariot. Right? So if you are, again, as I said, dealing with a Libra, they're going to come with the, oh, baby, I miss you. I'm sorry. I love you. But it's just going to lead to more burdens to where you're going to end up feeling embittered. Right? And you're going to have to choose yourself by walking away and being this Knight of Cups so you can have a new beginning. Okay. The last closing guidance is joy. It says the great white hope. It says the mind that sees a thou is more understanding and compassionate than the mind that sees an it. We are all a part of the whole, and as such are deserving of mutual respect. The buffalo is the Creator's gift, and the mystical white buffalo a covenant. The great white hope is a bringer of joy remembered. As you hold a white buffalo calf sleeping trustfully in your arms, you overflow with gratitude. You understand the compassion of prayer. You understand that your evolution must not be confined to your own learning, for we each have our own song to share. The tiny butterfly of transformation is upon you, but the luminous halo of faith protects you. You know that death, transition, is your ally and your final teacher. Pray for the betterment of wrongs that you see all around you, and embrace that which symbolizes the holy paradise on this earth. Painted white, your face symbolizes the trust you have in the goodness of all that lives. Walk in beauty all days of your life. Okay, Cancer, I thank you for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. I hope these messages found you well, and I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.